Welcome to I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke. Well, it's technically spring out there, even though in this part of Canada, other parts too, it's still a little cold. And spring, it's all about regrowth, rebirth, and rejuvenation. So today we're going to talk about different ways that we can achieve that through our guests. Our first guest, Laura Tato, is here, and she went from dancer to diva-licious. So she's going to talk to us about how that transition happened in our first segment called The Making of a Diva Girl. She's also going to talk to us about Diva Girl's upcoming Diva Girl conference, which is happening here in Toronto on April 6th. And we have a very special surprise for you in our giveaways on how you can attend this amazing conference. Then in the second half of our show, actress, Ford model, branding identity expert, and owner and founder of Inspire Cosmetics, Wendy Crystal, will be in to talk to us about what it takes to have a face that inspires. And of course, she's going to mention all the latest colors and looks for this season. And she's going to take us from drab to fab in 5 minutes or less. So I think we're going to learn a lot there. Now, I did mention that there was going to be some great prizes today too. So I'm just going to mention a little bit about how you can claim those prizes right now before I get into the interviewing my first guest. So the first prize is, and you have to email me right now during the live broadcast. It's Janette, Janette, at yourmarketingmagnet.com to claim either of our great giveaways today. And don't worry, I'll say it again, Janette, Janette, at yourmarketingmagnet.com. You'll also see it on the screen. So now let me tell you what you can win. $50 off your admission to Diva Girl Day on April 6th, Diva Girl Conference. And that's quite a good savings. Now, to get that, you have to have a special promotional code, and that's Marketing Magnet. We will tell you how to get the link and how to get that special $50 savings, as long as you stay with us. You'll also have a chance to win an Inspire Cosmetic Pack consisting of a bronzer, an eyeshadow, a lip gloss, and a mascara. And ladies, you know that alone is worth a fortune in cosmetics. But to boot, Wendy has also thrown in a complimentary image consultation and product lesson to help you know what you're doing with your cosmetics. And that's valued at over $150. Again, you have to email in now or throughout the duration of the show to claim these prizes, and we will follow up with you. Now on to my first guest. Welcome, Laura Tato, Diva Girl Inc.
Thank you.
Creator and founder. Now, I want to start by asking you, how do you go from a dancer, how do you go from a dancer to a diva? Can you tell us a little bit about your journey?
Very good question. Well, I think overall the most important, there's actually three things to have a successful brand or a business. The first one is being passionate about what you're doing. Number two is consistency, being consistent with the efforts that you put forth. And the third thing would probably be collaboration with other fabulous women. So a little bit about myself.
Yes.
I originally never wanted to be a professional dancer growing up.
Oh,
I always danced on the side, but I was always very involved in business. My father and my parents were highly encouraging of ensuring that I went to business school, got my business degree, so I did so. I was actually in computer science to begin, so I wanted to be a computer programmer. And after a while, I decided, you know what, maybe I should venture into entrepreneurship. So the idea of Diva Girl came about when I was performing professionally. So I did dance professionally for about 13 years, both in Canada and in Europe. So I had the awesome opportunity to dance at some really amazing events. And after I started dancing, I thought maybe this is an opportunity for me to do what I'm passionate about, being dance, and create a business out of it. So it kind of happened without me expecting it. People always say that opportunities are presented to you, and it's up to you to take charge and actually fulfill them. And so that's exactly what I did with Diva Girl.
Now, because you have a dancing background, I mean, dance is pretty structured, focused. How do you apply the skills that you developed as a dancer into developing your business?
Yeah, so though Diva Girl is a community that encourages women to get fit, have fun, and feel sexy, we work with both professional dancers through our entertainment division, as well as non-professional dancers, such as the Every Woman, through our Diva Girl fitness division. So how to do that is, there are techniques that are specific in regards to the dance movements that we do, but we wanted to create a style that was very open for anyone to attend. So the average woman could feel successful at actually conducting and taking a class. So the movements that we created, they were more focused about the fun aspect and building self-esteem in women versus too technical in regards to dance. So we have a little bit of both professional and non.
Now, you mentioned divisions.
Yes.
And I did some research, and I know that there's several divisions that comprise the Diva Girl community. And they include, and actually your marketing material describes it as a diva empire, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And that you're embarking on the Diva Revolution, which I'd like you to explain in just 1 second. But I wanted to make mention of the fact that Diva Girl Inc. is comprised of 6 different divisions or brands known as Diva Girl Fitness, Diva Girl Entertainment, Diva Girl Beauty, Diva Girlpreneur with a Diva Girl University, Diva Girl Nutrition, and Diva Girl Boutique. So getting back to my question, which is, how do these brands sort of connect? Like, how do you connect them all under the Diva Girl label?
Yes.
And so how do you connect them to make your diva empire and start
that's a very good question.
A Diva Revolution?
So we empower women to feel fabulous on the inside and out. So when I say that, it's not only physicality, so in the sense that we don't just teach women to get fit and look good, we also try to empower them so they build self-esteem internally. So we felt that these are the different categories of a female's life that they're going to be influenced, and they're going to leverage each of our divisions to make them feel fabulous on the inside and out, or what we call make them feel divalicious. So the Diva Girl fitness aspect focuses on dance and fitness-based classes for women, made by women. So our classes are actually led by our Diva Girl licensees, which currently we have 52 licensees across Canada, some in New Jersey, as well as a girl in Brazil. And we offer dance-based fitness classes for the average woman so they can actually get in shape and be healthy with their bodies. The entertainment side is what we focus on, the fun social aspect of the female. So we do a lot of different parties and events for females, lots of girls' night out, so you can kind of encourage that divalicious vibe. The beauty component focuses on, you know, the physical makeup of a female that we work on. We do a lot of manicure and beauty parties for females. And then the Preneur division, which is one of our more newer divisions, is an opportunity to connect, educate, and inspire females. So something that I'm extremely passionate about is about women entrepreneurship. And I feel that women are confident and sexy when they have high self-esteem. So if a female feels successful in their business, being an entrepreneur, or not even as an entrepreneur, they're going to radiate sexiness and sex appeal. So that is where the Diva Girlpreneur division also falls in.
Okay, and I think it's important to make mention that you've achieved all of this in under 4 years, 3.5 years.
Correct, yes.
That's got to keep you busy.
It definitely does keep me busy.
So how do you manage to live a balanced life when you're, you know, have all these divisions of a company and you're always working? How do you manage to have a balanced life?
That's a good question. A lot of people ask that question. With any entrepreneur, you need to be passionate about what you do. So because I am extremely passionate about dance, inspiring other women and making other people successful, I don't mind working the long hours in regards to that. I must admit, the first couple of years working on my company, I dedicated pretty much all of my time on building the brand. But one of the keys is to have a team around you. So Diva Girl is based on a collaboration principle, in the sense that we are a community that we work with and leverage other individuals or females who are doing something positive for other females out there. So our company is only as great as our licensees and the team members that are part of Diva Girl.
Okay, so you've twice mentioned Diva licensee, and I have
Correct.
this down as a question
Sure.
because I think this is also a very integral part of the whole Diva Girl Inc. And that is, what is the difference between being a Diva licensee and being a Diva Girl member?
Yeah, that's a good question. So a Diva Girl
Because
licensee.
I guess that's 4 to 4.
A Diva Girl licensee is a female that is interested in working with Diva Girl on some capacity. So they're either, they want to teach Diva Girl classes, or they want to perform and get bookings through our Diva Girl Entertainment division, or perhaps they have another brand or another service that they want to promote to a community of females. So that is ideal for a female to join as a licensee, because we provide benefits that we promote, support, and expose your services to our community. So we really have brand ambassadors in various locations that work together with us and collaborate, so we can not only promote the Diva Girl brand, but also their brand in turn. So it's a win-win situation.
So what I'm hearing here, and I think it's really cool, is that the Diva Girl community is somehow found a way to merge all this together and fill a niche. And I think that niche would be, and I'm going to ask it to you in the form of a question.
Sure.
What do you feel makes the Diva community, let's say, different than other communities or business communities that are aimed at women? There's certainly a lot of them out there, being that, women are 70% business owners now.
Yeah.
And I think that you have a different spin on it. So I guess the question is, did you see the niche and decide to fill it, or how did it come around that you did this?
Exactly, and that's a great question. So our community is based on passionate women that work together to help other women feel successful, both on the inside and out. So I first created the idea of Diva Girl, being a dancer myself, and starting to promote my own classes, and I was doing everything on my own. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a way that you can work with other females, that you can work together on further promoting your brand or the services that you have to offer. So I really did some research on collaboration and found that women on average tend to be better collaborators than men, and that was a key characteristics of female entrepreneurship. So if I found a way of how to build a community that really fostered collaboration versus competition, that was the key. So it's the business model that allows for that.
It's so I'm so happy to hear you say this, because that's the aim of goal of mine I have for the show. It's also what I do with the mentoring of women.
Okay.
And one thing I did notice, and I think that's really important to mention, is that you're really operating in a feminine model of success. And it's funny how many, you go to all these different networking groups that, or even to, business coaches that say they are for women.
Yes.
And the first thing they do is try to turn you into a man using the male model. So I know that, you know that, and can you comment on some of the pitfalls of that?
Yes, and I think that's a brilliant point, in the sense that as a woman becomes more successful or takes more leadership roles, such as owning their own business, you tend to kind of gauge some sort of masculine qualities. And I still think it's very important for females to remain feminine and to have that sex appeal to them and feel, sexy in clothes and wear heels. So though you can be powerful, you still have to act ladylike, and I think it's very important to merge the two, because that's what women do. Like, we're a feminine being, we have those sensitive characteristics that we definitely need to still shine forward, even though we have our own business and take more leadership roles.
Okay, so I'd like to get into your conference, because this is going to be a really big conference coming up in Toronto, April 6th, at the Ontario Place, which is Don Mills, Eglinton, just slightly south of Eglinton. Can you just walk me through the conference a little bit? I know it's got a very full itinerary. I couldn't list all the speakers, although we do have one of your speakers in the house with us today, Wendy, who will be on next, and she's going to be talking about turning desperation into motivation. So I'd like to know, just run me through the itinerary and tell me, what a woman can expect when she's attending there, who should be there, who should not be missing this conference, and basically what they can expect. And of course, we're giving them $50 off today with that marketing magnet code.
So the Diva Girl conference is probably one of my most favorite events. It's our annual conference, and so this is our second year doing our conference. What it is, it's a full day of flirty fitness, dance, nutrition, and I guess you can say self-esteem for women. So it's a day that women could come and celebrate with other females and listen to fabulous presenters, be educated, get inspired, network, also have the opportunity to shop our vendors, and have an opportunity just to kind of live the Diva Girl lifestyle. So it is on Saturday, April 6th. We have 23 fabulous female speakers who are experts in both dance, fitness, nutrition, wellness, or women empowerment, as well as we have 35 plus vendors going to be attending. Already on our guest list, we have about 275 females, so we're going to be aiming to have about 300 women there attend the conference. It's a full day from 8 in the morning till 6, so definitely bring lots of water, wear comfy clothes, and it's an opportunity for women just to celebrate being a female.
So celebrate womanhood.
Yes.
So I think also lunch is included in your registration, right?
Yes, it is.
So you get a lot for your registration. And again, you're going to save $50 today here. Exactly. If you email me in at Janette@yourmarketingmagnet.com, we'll send you the code to register. Great. And save the $50 with my promotional code, which is Marketing Magnet, no space. And I just want to ask you, and I know I don't want to sound like I'm putting on the spot, but sure. There's a lot of conferences in a very short period of time coming up in Toronto for women. And I guess I would like to ask you, why is the Diva Girl conference the one to be at? Like if I was a woman or a woman entrepreneur having to choose between, this event and that event, and obviously we all can't attend everything sometimes for various reasons, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's, the date doesn't work, or it's on a weekend and you have to be with your family, or you don't have anyone to take care of your kids if you're a mompreneur. Why this conference over any other conference? Sure.
So I guess probably the number one thing is it's going to be fun. Because Diva Girl is a very fun, flirty brand, it's going to be guaranteed to be a fun afternoon that you can meet some awesome females. 2, it's the quality of women who are going to be attending. So a lot of the females who are going to be at the conference, either the speakers, the vendors, or even some of the delegates, are leading females in the Toronto area that are kind of really pushing female entrepreneurship as well as the industry forward. So those are the people that you need to collaborate. The presenters that we have are absolutely fantastic. So the caliber of our presenters is amazing. And number 3, it's an opportunity to get certified by CanFit Pro. So our conference is accredited by Canada's largest fitness organization, which is CanFit Pro. So if you are in the fitness industry or the dance industry, you get credits by attending our conference as well.
Where do you see the trend for women entrepreneurship going in the next, let's say, 20 to 25 years?
Very good. So it's extremely exciting to know from me being a very big promoter of female entrepreneurship. It's super exciting to know that female entrepreneurship is definitely on the rise. So a lot of females are starting to see the benefits of running their own business or kind of taking a little bit more of a leadership role in their career, which is fabulous. In regards to trends, there's going to be a big trend for females specifically on service-based businesses. So anything that allows the female to engage in relationships, because that's what one of our benefits of being a female is, we're really good at building and retaining relationships.
And nurturing them.
And nurturing them, yes. So service-based businesses are on the rise, as well as the beauty industry. So anything that has to do with making a woman feel good, such as clothing, makeup, fashion, fitness, those are areas that are definitely going to relate specifically to female entrepreneurship, because not only is that something that we're passionate about, but it's what we're good at. So those are probably the 2 biggest trends to see. And also collaboration. There's huge benefits of working with other brands and kind of tag teaming and core branding initiatives. So you're probably going to see a lot of female businesses working together on collaborating and creating new programs and events, because that's a great way to get your brand further in regards to promoting what you do to another target market.
Now, this might seem like an odd question,
sure,
but I'm going to ask it anyway. Okay. With this, commentary, and I'm with you because I also deal with women entrepreneurs and women. But with this rise of over 70% of women now in business and earning on average 25% more than their male counterparts, do you see any drawbacks to that? Like, are we making our men weak Are we demasculinizing them and stopping them from, you know, going out and earning the big income because we're sort of taking over? Do you see any pitfalls or drawbacks to it?
I think we'll make our men stronger because they're going to have to catch up to us. No, I think it really has to do with, in regards to relationships, it's a partnership. So if you're able to work together and create a future that's sustainable for the both of you, I think that's the important thing. So
okay, so we're running out of time, so I just want to mention your website, which is www.divagirl-inc.com. And again, ladies, if you're watching today and you really want to attend this conference, that's, you know, a kind of a day based on you and your needs and a different way to network. You can get 50% off by emailing me. And when you email me, I'll send you the link. And you will get $50 off your registration fee, so you can really take part of a conference that is created just for you and have some quality time with you and your girlfriends while making business connections if you happen to be a businesswoman. Again, the Diva Girl website is www.divagirl, which has no spaces between it, .com. And just to close very quickly, what's next for you?
Very good question. I always get these crazy ideas. Can't really sleep well at night. One of my, I guess you can say my biggest goal is to create some sort of presence in the Vancouver area. I will be spending more time in Vancouver, so potentially expanding a lot of my programs out there. But next year, I've already been mulling the idea of creating a book. So I've also in the works of putting together some concepts for that. So look forward to some sort of Diva Girl, Divalicious book out there.
Well, that'll be interesting, and I'm sure it'll be a great read. So thank you, Laura, for being with us here today. And we'll be right back, so stay with us. Wendy Crystal will be in from Inspire Cosmetics, a face that inspires.